It's 2 in the morning. Everyone else is asleep, but your mind is still wide awake. One thought leads to another, then another, then another, a conversation from earlier, a pattern you just noticed, a question nobody around you seems to ask. And suddenly, you're connecting ideas that seem completely unrelated. This happens to you all the time. You observe more than you speak. You notice inconsistencies almost instantly. You talk to yourself when trying to solve something. You change your mind when new evidence appears. And the more you learn, the more you realize how much you still don't know. While some people feel certain about almost everything, the most intelligent minds are often the ones filled with doubt, because they can see complexity where others see simple answers. So if you've always felt different, quiet, curious, and strangely alone in the way you think, there may be a deeper psychological reason for that, because extremely high intelligence rarely looks the way people expect. Sometimes it looks like overthinking, late-night analysis, silent observation, and a mind that never stops searching for meaning. Most people imagine intelligence as something obvious. They picture someone who speaks constantly, answers every question, and makes their brilliance impossible to ignore. But real intelligence is often much quieter than that. In psychology, intelligence is not simply about how much you know. It is about how your mind processes information, how you recognize patterns, how you question assumptions, and how deeply you think about the world around you. That is why some of the most intelligent people don't appear extraordinary at first. They may seem reserved, distracted, even socially distant. But beneath that calm exterior, their minds are constantly working, comparing ideas, testing possibilities, looking for hidden connections, and trying to understand how everything fits together. One of the most common traits of highly intelligent people is solitude, not because they dislike others, but because their minds require space. When you are constantly analyzing ideas, social interaction can feel mentally expensive. Small talk may feel draining. Surface-level conversations can feel unsatisfying. And after spending time with people, you often need silence to recover. This is not arrogance. It is cognitive intensity. Your brain is processing more information than most people realize, and solitude becomes the environment where your thoughts can fully unfold. Another defining trait is relentless curiosity. Highly intelligent people rarely accept things at face value. They ask why, then they ask why again. They want to understand what drives people, how systems function, why certain patterns repeat, and what lies beneath the surface. Curiosity becomes a kind of internal engine, a force that keeps pulling them deeper into the unknown. While others stop once they have a practical answer, the highly intelligent mind continues exploring, because understanding itself is deeply rewarding. Many intelligent people also talk to themselves, quietly narrating thoughts, testing ideas, rehearsing possibilities. Psychologists refer to this as self-directed speech. Far from being strange, it helps organize information and improve problem solving. It allows the mind to hold complex ideas in working memory and to think more clearly. What appears unusual from the outside may actually be a sign of an exceptionally active mental system. One of the most misunderstood signs of intelligence is uncertainty. Highly intelligent people are often comfortable saying, "I don't know," not because they lack confidence, but because they understand how much complexity exists. This relates to what psychologists call the Dunning-Kruger effect. Those who know very little often feel overly certain. Those who know more become increasingly aware of what they do not know. And that awareness creates humility. The smartest minds are often the least dogmatic, because they understand that reality is far more nuanced than it first appears. This same mental depth often leads to overthinking. Conversations are replayed, decisions are analyzed, possible outcomes are explored from every angle. To others, this can look like indecision. But internally, the mind is building models, testing scenarios, searching for the most accurate interpretation. The downside is mental exhaustion. The benefit is extraordinary insight. Because when your brain constantly examines details, You begin seeing patterns that others miss. And if this sounds painfully familiar, you're not imagining it. Another surprising trait is a strong sense of humor. Humor requires sophisticated pattern recognition. The mind must connect unrelated ideas, detect contradictions, and break expectations in creative ways. That is why many highly intelligent people have a dry, subtle, or highly original sense of humor. What seems effortless on the surface often reflects very complex mental processing underneath. Highly intelligent people are also more willing to change their minds. Most people attach their beliefs to their identity. Changing their opinion feels like losing. But highly intelligent individuals often treat beliefs as working models. When better evidence appears, they update those models. This ability is known as cognitive flexibility, and it is one of the strongest indicators of advanced thinking. Their goal is not to be right. Their goal is to understand what is true. Many high IQ individuals become most mentally active at night. When the world grows quiet, their thoughts become louder. Without constant interruptions, the mind is free to wander, to connect distant ideas, to revisit unanswered questions, and to search for deeper meaning. This is why so many intelligent people struggle to switch off. Their mind is not restless, it is engaged. Another common habit is observing more than speaking. In conversations, highly intelligent people often listen carefully before responding. They watch tone, body language, contradictions, hidden motives. They are collecting information, building an internal model of what is really happening. So while others speak quickly, they are processing. And when they finally do speak, their words tend to be more precise and thoughtful. Perhaps the most profound trait is the search for meaning. High intelligence often comes with heightened awareness. You notice complexity in human behavior, in society, in relationships, and in your own mind. This awareness naturally leads to deeper questions. Why do people behave the way they do? What truly matters? What is the purpose behind all of this? And once these questions take root, ordinary life can feel insufficient. Because your mind is not merely seeking information, it is seeking understanding. This is also why highly intelligent people often feel misunderstood. Their inner world is rich and complex. They see patterns long before others do. They detect risks earlier. They question assumptions others accept without thinking. And they often feel as though they are speaking a language few people fully understand. It is not arrogance. It is the loneliness of perceiving reality through a more intricate lens. And yet, this heightened intelligence is not always comfortable. The same mind that sees connections also sees contradictions. The same awareness that leads to insight can lead to anxiety. The same curiosity that drives learning can make it difficult to rest. But intelligence is not meant to make life simpler. It is meant to make life more visible, to reveal layers others overlook, and to transform ordinary experiences into opportunities for deeper understanding. So if you've always felt different, if your mind becomes most alive in silence, if you overanalyze small details, question everything, and search endlessly for meaning, there may be nothing wrong with you. Your brain may simply process the world at an unusually deep level, and that difference can feel isolating. But it is also one of your greatest strengths, because intelligence is not about showing off. It is not about having all the answers, and it is not about being the loudest person in the room. At its core, intelligence is curiosity, the willingness to doubt, the courage to revise your beliefs, the ability to see hidden patterns, and the desire to understand the extraordinary complexity of human nature. And once you recognize that, you may stop seeing your mind as a burden and start seeing it for what it truly is, a quiet, relentless search for truth. And perhaps that is why the most intelligent minds often feel the most alone. Not because they are disconnected from the world, but because they are trying to understand it more deeply than most people ever will.